Title: The Benefits and Drawbacks of Online Learning. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a profound impact on education, with many schools and universities around the world forced to transition to online learning to slow the spread of the virus. While online learning was already a growing trend before the pandemic, its adoption has greatly accelerated in the last few years. Online learning has become an increasingly popular way for students to earn degrees, acquire new skills, and further their education. While there are certainly benefits to this approach, there are also some drawbacks that need to be considered. In this passage, we will examine both the benefits and drawbacks of online learning. Before the pandemic, the e-learning market was already experiencing steady growth. In 2019, the global e-learning market was valued at $200 billion, with projections that it would continue to grow in the coming years. Furthermore, approximately 85% of U.S. colleges and universities offered some form of online learning in 2018. Online courses are most popular in business and computer science, accounting for 30% and 20% of enrollments, respectively. However, the pandemic has greatly accelerated the adoption of online learning. In 2020, the global e-learning market grew by 10.4% to reach a value of $272 billion. In the U.S., the percentage of college students taking only online courses increased from 33% in 2018 to 47% in 2020. Online learning tools, such as video conferencing and learning management systems, also increased significantly during the pandemic. One of the main benefits of online learning is flexibility. With online courses, students can typically complete coursework on their own schedule without the constraints of a traditional classroom. This can be especially beneficial for students who work full-time, have family responsibilities, or live far from a college or university. Additionally, online courses often allow students to access course materials from anywhere with an internet connection, providing even greater flexibility and convenience. Another benefit of online learning is the ability to learn at your own pace. With online courses, students can often work through the material at their speed, reviewing concepts as needed and taking as much time as necessary to fully grasp the material. This can be particularly helpful for students who struggle with certain subjects, as they can take extra time to master the material without feeling rushed. However, some drawbacks to online learning also need to be considered. One of the main challenges is the lack of face-to-face interaction with instructors and classmates. Without the benefit of in-person interactions, some students may find it difficult to stay motivated and engaged with the coursework. Additionally, online courses may require students to have a higher degree of self-discipline and time management skills, as they must keep themselves on track without the structure of a traditional classroom. Another potential drawback of online learning is the need for more access to certain resources. In a traditional classroom, students may access various materials, such as textbooks, videos, and other instructional materials. In an online course, these resources may be more limited or harder to access, which can be challenging for some students. Despite these challenges, online learning has many benefits that make it an attractive option for many students. For example, online courses may be more affordable than traditional classroom courses, as they often do not require the same level of overhead costs. Additionally, online courses may offer a wider range of course options, as students can enroll in classes from institutions around the world. In conclusion, the pandemic has greatly accelerated the adoption of online learning, with the e-learning market experiencing significant growth in the past year. While the impact of online learning on the educational experience is complex, online learning will continue to play a major role in education even after the pandemic is over. While online courses offer greater flexibility and the ability to learn at your own pace, they also require a higher degree of self-discipline and may limit access to certain resources. Ultimately, the decision to pursue online learning should be based on careful consideration of these factors, as well as the individual needs and learning styles of each student. Potential questions. What is online learning, and how does it differ from traditional classroom learning? What are some of the potential benefits of online learning, and how can it be more flexible for students? According to the passage, what are some potential drawbacks of online learning, and how can they impact student engagement and learning outcomes? How has the pandemic affected student engagement and learning outcomes in online learning environments? And learning outcomes. What impact will the pandemic have on the future of education, and how will online learning continue to evolve in the coming years? What is the role of technology in online learning, and how can it be used to improve the learning experience for students? What is the main point of the passage, and what are some of the factors that students should consider when deciding between online learning and traditional classroom learning?